Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. For 635 days, Ukraine defends itself against the Russian invasion. US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin visited Kyiv yesterday, where he met President Volodymyr Zelensky, reports Ukrainska Pravda. They discussed preparations for the next Ramstein format meeting and the situation on the battlefield. Zelensky stressed the importance of the Allies' steadfast supply of all necessary weapons and ammunition to Ukraine and emphasized the urgency of strengthening Ukraine's capabilities ahead of the winter period. The Ukrainian president and the Pentagon Chief also discussed navigation in the Black Sea and ensuring the functioning of an alternative grain corridor after Russia's demarche from the Grain Export Initiative. Austin announced a $100 million military assistance package for Ukraine. Later, the Pentagon clarified that the new package will contain one HIMARS multiple-launch rocket system and additional ammunition for it, Stinger anti-aircraft missiles, artillery shells, anti-tank missiles, and systems. Ukraine will also receive over 3 million cartridges for small arms, ammunition for neutralization of obstacles, winter equipment and spare parts, technical maintenance, and other auxiliary equipment. The Secretary of Defense believes that bipartisan support for Ukraine is still present in Congress, and his department will continue to work to approve additional funding for Kyiv's defense and other needs. Austin also met Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief Valery Zaluzhny and Defense Minister Rustem Umerov. They discussed the situation at the front and joint plans. At a briefing in Kyiv, Lloyd Austin said that he believes that Ukrainian soldiers are ready for combat operations in the winter and have the necessary means for success, reports Interfax Ukraine. The Pentagon Chief reminded that they did a great job last year. We would really appreciate if you could recommend us to your friends and family, as well as share information on social media. This way more people would learn about the podcast and truth about Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Spokesman of the Ukrainian Ground Forces Command Volodymyr Fityo informed that the Russians have gathered appropriate reserves on the Bakhmut front and are moving to offensive actions, reports Radio Liberty. According to the spokesman, the Russian forces have been trying to regain lost ground for about 2 weeks. The National Anti-Corruption Bureau and the Specialized Anti-Corruption Prosecutor's Office have exposed the management of the State Service for Special Communication and Information Protection of Ukraine in the embezzlement of over 62 million hryvnias, which is about $1.7 million of state funds, reports Ekonomichna Pravda. The investigation revealed that during 2020-2022, the owner of a group of companies, in collusion with the leadership of the state service, developed a scheme to seize budget funds allocated for the purchase of property and software. The state-owned agency, Ukrainian Special Systems, signed contracts with several private companies for the supply of software and services, and transferred funds in the amount of more than 285 million hryvnias. The real value of the software that the company purchased from a foreign manufacturer was 223 million, and the crime partners took possession of the difference of more than 62 million hryvnia. These funds were transferred to the accounts of controlled companies abroad for the purpose of legalization and distribution among the members of the organized group. Thank you for listening to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast. We're a commercial initiative of just 2 people and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better.
We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.